Well, back to the federal investigation into the Holyoke Soldiers Home, U.S. Attorney Andrew Lelling making the announcement this morning. He says his civil rights investigation will be separate from the cases opened by Governor Charlie Baker and State Attorney General Maura Healey. Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo joins us now live from Springfield with the latest. Audrey?
U.S. Attorney Lelling says his investigation will focus on whether or not the veterans had their rights violated by the facility in failing to provide them with proper medical care. Now, this focus on the home's operation comes as 32 veterans have died, 28 of them testing positive for coronavirus. 3 separate investigations are now open into the Holyoke Soldiers Home in the wake of more than 24 late veterans testing positive for COVID-19. U.S. Attorney Andrew Lelling saying in a statement to Western Mass News, in part, "We will aggressively investigate the recent events at the home and, as needed, require the Commonwealth to adopt reforms to ensure patient safety in the future." On Thursday, the superintendent at the helm of the facility released his second statement since being placed on paid administrative leave back in March. In it, Bennett Walsh claims he alerted state officials about the outbreak as early as March 25th. Western Mass News learned of the visitor lockdown in mid-March. By March 22nd, viewers with loved ones in the home sent us a letter they were given by facility officials, informing them that one resident tested positive. 3 days later, Walsh claims in his statement that he reached out to state officials, informing them the facility had staffing shortages. He also claims to have told the state he was relocating residents to different parts of the building. By March 27th, Walsh claims to have notified the state of 2 deaths, along with a series of illnesses and symptoms. By March 29th, 8 residents were dead, and Walsh claims he notified the state of the additional deaths. He went on to say, quote, "State officials knew that Holyoke needed as much help as possible. No one was kept in the dark."
We did not always know what was going on.
Joseph Ramirez is a certified nursing assistant at the Holyoke Soldiers Home and vice president of the local union chapter representing CNAs.
I've never have gone through a sickness like this before.
He's also recovering from coronavirus. Ramirez tells Western Mass News the investigations into the home are needed. He says that if Walsh had requested help from the state, no employees were told.
Why weren't we as an employees notified to say, hey, you know what, we reached out to the National Guard so we can get some help for you, so hang tight.
As residents were dying, Ramirez says it was soon after that employees were becoming sick and that the home wasn't ready for the outbreak.
I don't think anybody was prepared, for the storm that came. I don't think our administration was prepared, and we certainly weren't prepared.
Coming up on Western Mass News at 6, we'll hear from State Attorney General Maura Healey on her investigation into the home, which is separate from Lelling's and from Governor Baker's. We'll also hear more from Ramirez on recovering from coronavirus and on his message to the families of the late veterans. Live in Springfield, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.